Hey guys, welcome back to Kingdom Community. We're all brothers and sisters in God's kingdom and communities all across the globe. Yeah, first I want to say God is so good. That's what I say. God's good. Yo, I'm excited about this word. I've been waiting to lose this word for like 3 days now. I'm so excited. And it was funny because I was like, okay, Lord, like I'm trying to release it before now. He was like, and like my computer wasn't working, but now it's working. So shout out to my good sis Kennedy because God used her to let me know it was time. Um, so if I can tell by the title, by the thumbnail, okay, this is Pretty Girl in Love with a Gangster. You can even do Church Girl, you know what I'm saying? That type of vibe. I don't really like the label Church Girl, but it is what it is. Okay, I'm not gonna say this not for you. I'm not gonna say this for you because that ain't my job. I'm gonna talk from my point of view though because I know that that's how me and my spouse are. So take this word back to God for who it applies to. And let's get into it. So I do want to say starting off, like this should be a confirmation, or if you know how you and your spouse is, that's what I will say. Or God has told you this how you and your spouse is. He also put in my heart to also mention again, a lot of these unions aren't gonna look normal, and normal isn't really a thing. You know, by like church folk standards, like, oh, he should look like this, he should be like this. I'm stopping your tracks right now. Stop your tracks. Just because somebody got tattoos and they spiritually thuggish, don't mean they ain't for the Lord. So don't let anybody tell you that your union ain't true, or whatever the case may be, because your spouse look a certain way. Because, look, God know. God know. His heart, your heart, and he put y'all together. Because for me, like, God has to get me prepared for people's opinions. Like, literally had me in the room on the floor at his feet crying because people, and it wasn't even comments that people had given yet, but it was just like, I just know he just had got me prepared that it was coming. So I just want to put that out there, whoever that's for. Don't worry about nobody's opinions because their opinions don't matter. It's about God. That's it. That's all. No more, none less. Okay. We got a thick stack of songs. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all. I've literally been so excited to release this. Like, for real. Okay? Like, this is that, like, dark and India type of vibe. Like, Herbo and his girl, Ari Moneybae, Boy Baby and Jada. Like, despite all the worldliness, y'all, if you think about it, like, what we're gonna get into, that's the type of vibe this is. So, keep watching. Okay, let me fix y'all for a second. Okay, that's better. Okay, so, first, first, I'm gonna give this example. The songs I'm finna get into are like when your man wanna put up a front, like he not really emotional on the outside, but inside he like a real softy. But I was thinking about this word earlier, and God brought me back to this time. At this one time, I was staying with my spouse because I had nowhere else to go. Staying with my spouse, and we had been around each other for so long. And he wanted space. I said, "Okay, well, like get your space, but I can't go nowhere. Like I have nowhere to go." And so he was like, "Bro, like I want you to leave." And deep down, I'm like, come on now. Um, so he was like, "Bro, like when I got the shower, you need to be gone." I was like, "Yeah." Alright. So I was like, "You know what? I'll leave. I'll leave." Tell me why this man stopped me in my tracks and was like, "You was really gonna leave me? But did you not tell me to go? Like, did you not tell me to leave? What? Like, what?" And it was funny because I thought about Martin on that one episode where him and Gina was like getting into it in the bedroom. She was like, "You know what? I'll leave." He said, "Fine, get to stepping." She goes to that door. He said, "Gina, Gina, Gina, Gina." And that was hilarious. But in front of his friends, he was acting like, oh, he was man, macho man. He ain't got no feelings, no emotion. He run the show. And I thought about the movie Grease too. When Danny tried to act like he wanted in love with Miss Sandra D and was checking for her throughout the whole movie, especially when she was with somebody else. Like, boy, stop playing, stop playing. So yeah, that's the vibe we got going on today. Okay, so the first song we're gonna get into is called "Never Lose You" by Kalan, for real. And the note that I had on this song is, to the world they seem hard, like not emotional, detached, but around you they a big teddy bear, they're softy, like they love to get love and affection, like that. Um, yeah. So starting off, says sometimes I be in the mood, smoke to calm my nerves. I know sometimes I get at you, like you don't want to blame me, and you gonna get into it, and you said you gonna leave my stubborn self. Told you to do it. Acting like I never put you through it. Acting like when I tell you to bring that cash, you ain't gonna do it. You keep it 1,000 like the tags on all of my shoes. Acting like I ain't gonna be nothing if I lose you. You hold the dude down because you choose to. You always put me first and I got used to it. Your family and friends be calling you stupid. Gave me all this love. Back then, I didn't know what to do with it. 2 million on this house. Want you to move in it. All these extra rooms in it. What you want to do with it? You left to say period. Well, I'ma love it if you miss it. It's like I can't find myself whenever you're missing. Like, and this goes with the word that that I recently released about like your spouse got you, like your bae got you, like your bae got you, right? And it's like not even like all material, but like emotional, like just being there, being your protector, like your advocate, and of course first we get God, and then He puts those things in our husband. But in this song, he was just talking about like the part where offended family was really like a word because again, you know your spouse, y'all been through some things, and you make the mistake of telling people, and then God bring you back together, and like you dumb, or you used to wait on this man, and he was somebody else, like things like that, and they would call you dumb, but you know what you know from God. Yeah, I done been there. He was like 2 million on this house. I want you to move in it. All these extra rooms. What you want to do with it? This man put down 2 million on the house. All these rooms. Decorate. What you want to do with it? Like, okay, period, babe. Provider. Okay. And this part took me out. He said, "You love to say period. Well, I'm beloved if you miss it. We already know these spouses want us to have their children. Not even the physical ones, but spiritual ones too. Now that we're getting into oneness with our spouses, different things can come forth, like different ministries, projects, whatever God's put in your heart that'll come forth. Now they can come forth with the two of y'all. It's like he said, it's like I can't find myself whenever you're missing. Y'all know what it feel like. Let's be honest. Like, yeah, we got God right, but we miss your spouse. It's just like I really miss my man. Like I miss my man. Or even fellas, like if you watching this and you like, I miss my girl, like you be missing them. Second part goes, sometimes I be in the mood, but I get out my feelings every time I look at you. Cause you gave me this feeling, it's like I can never lose. Feel like I can never lose you. And I know I put you through it. I come from broken love, so broken love was my influence. I know it broke your heart, but trust me, I ain't gonna do it. You know I'ma always love you. Now that can relate to if you know your spouse, y'all been through some things. Y'all done been through the ringer, okay? And for a lot of these spouses, they only have I'm speaking for myself personally. I know my spouse didn't come from a, a family that knew true agape love, that knew true love, okay? He didn't come from that type of place, and neither did I. So that's something that we both had to learn. We came from broken love, so broken love was all we knew how to do. But God. Um, yeah, I know I break your heart, but trust me, I didn't mean to do it. You know I'm always love you, and that can go forth with, we know as your spouses come back, we gotta have those conversations and let God move it, right? He says, I'm always mess with you. Then when I mess with you, you know I mess with you, and you can always get too comfortable. Like, you can let your hair down, relax, take a nap around bed, Sometimes I be in a mood because I be so confused because I done been abused. Don't like nobody next to me, but I get next to you. And I feel like sometimes with your spouse, and we know how protective these men could be. They don't like nobody else but us to be around them. They could be like mean to everybody else, but as soon as you come around, they're not mean. Like my spouse, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes he be having a little mean streak, but he don't be mean to me. I be like, why you be acting like that? Like, stop. It's like that one TikTok. Why do you act like that? Like what? Like you don't see how you act. But again, but God, because He's gotten so much better with other people. His next song, never heard in my life. But lately, God has really been having me on like Lil Baby. I don't know why, but lately he been speaking through baby songs. Don't know why. This song is called Trenches by Monica and Lil Baby. And really, y'all, I'm telling you, go watch the movie Beauty and the Beast. The real version and the animated. Because sorry y'all. Because let me tell you something. I always loved Beauty and the Beast. I never thought I could have a romance like that. But again, but God. I'm one of them ones, and it's funny because I saw it at the end of Megan's one of Megan's videos, and it was like my problem is I'm in a fairy tale, but with a gangster. And for the longest, I thought I couldn't have that, but again, but God, but God. Okay, so in Trenches, I was watching the video, and in the video, she called herself Goonica, uh, but it symbolizes how she was holding her man down. So if y'all have not watched the video to trenches or anything like that, I suggest you watch it because it make a whole lot of sense. Like if you know what you know about your spouse and like they that thuggish ruggish type, then you know. So start off with Lil Baby says, "Love is what you make it. I'll give you my heart if you promise you won't break it. I'ma keep it real with everyone. It ain't no faking. I'm trying to give it to you. You're trying to take it, and you cannot run from reality. You gotta face it. I've been trying to do everything for you just to make it. Don't care what people say, especially when they sound crazy. Don't play with me. I'm baby." And like these dudes is real, okay? They real. They real. Real as it gets. Right? And people be expecting them to be soft, but that's not how they is. Like, that's not how they is. That's not how that goes. Especially he said, don't care what people say, especially when they talk crazy. You already know it's coming forth, so don't be surprised when it come forth. You better look at them and say, God bless you, keep pushing. Monica's part goes, I'm watching in plain view, you caught up, entangled. In the web of the world, I wish I could save you. Deep down, you're an angel, but street life, it trains you. Now listen to your girl. Don't let the game keep playing you. When I read that, I was floored. I was floored. You know why? Because I'm watching in plain view. You caught up, entangled in the web of the world. I wish I could save you. I don't know about y'all, but when you know your man is in the world doing worldly stuff, you know you be wishing you could save him, but you gotta leave it to God. I've prayed for this man since we first got together. Like got together for real. I've been praying 2 years now. Lord, do what only you can do in his life and his heart because he can't keep doing that. And like deep down, they are angels. They are sweet people. But street life, growing up in that hard knock life, it trained them to do what they used to do, right? And she's like, listen, the game playing you. Don't let the game keep playing you. Listen, pay attention. Like the game is playing you. And then, uh, deep, deep down, not deep down. Sorry, y'all. Going down, it says, baby, when the hype get cold, superficial people in your life get ghosts. Same ones say, I'll hit you right back, bro. Told you they wasn't on the right track, so. But I kind of like that, though. Ain't no distraction. Get your sight back, yo. I think you want to fight back, so let me shut up. I'm talking in circles. And I was like, God, what that mean? So, in it, she's telling him the people who you thought is for you ain't for you. Your friends, your brothers, your partners, your kinfolk, they ain't really for you. You can't see it because you blinded by it. But like God will literally put us in our place for our men to be like, hey man, I'm seeing what you're not seeing. They plotting against you. They praying on your downfall. They ain't not for you. They gonna have to step aside accordingly. And for me, I'm not gonna lie, it was not easy having God tell me certain people in my spouse's family is not for him. Cause that's a rough pill to swallow. Like thinking they in your face they're for you, and they're really not. But it's just one that you got to keep in mind because we're protecting, kingdom status. Okay? Everybody can't go, everybody can't come, but we're gonna have to go back and pull them back when it's time. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta be real careful and be aware and use that discernment God gave us to, hey, look, babe, I'm your helper. I'm trying to help you right now. Your cousin right there ain't really, it ain't them, it's the spirit behind them. But we're gonna have to just pray for them, keep pushing. They gonna have to stay over there in the distance because it's a no, right? But yeah, that's what he gave me out of that one. Trenches by Lil Baby. Like I said, go watch the video because in the video she was holding him down. And also another point of view was like, in the eye of the media. Thank you, Holy Spirit, because I did forget about that. In the eye of the media, so many relationships fail. Like, for example, Lil Baby and Jada. They fail because they're in the eye of the media. And when you have too many influences and outside voices, you can never really get to the root of the problem. People think that something you can't come back from. You can come back from anything because God has given grace. And that's why in these unions it's so important that we only have correct people who are supposed to be around versus people who aren't. Because you can be sitting there, you get outside voices from people, and the enemy trying to put y'all towards divorce. You be looking crazy. It's like the one word he told me to give, like, you over here asking the whole football coach for basketball advice, and he coach football. Make it make sense. Next song he gave me is Slide by Leray featuring Gunna. And really, this song, I watched the video. The video, I don't know. It was really like giving like just you and Bae living life. Like that high status, that luxury life that we see other people live. Like now it's our time to shine. But we're doing it for the kingdom. We're not doing it for the world, we're doing it for the kingdom. And I didn't say this in the beginning, but yes, these are secular songs. So do it the way you will. Don't be on, you already know, don't be in the comments with all that extra. Because you will be kindly removed. I'm tell you that right now. Then he had me on Lyfe Jennings. I don't listen to Lyfe Jennings since I was a kid, just about probably in high school. I'm 22 now. One of the songs he gave me was "Must Be Nice." We all know this classic. So he says, "I just want to inform you that when you got somebody good, you hold on to them." And a lot of these spouses, whether male or female, had to realize that. And even we had to realize, like, dang, like, even with all the drama, all the mess, like, you really can't come back. You're the best thing for me. Hold on. Wait a second. Right? He said, must be nice having someone who understands the life you live. Must be nice having someone who's slow to take and quick to give. Proverbs 31. She was giving to her community. She was doing things for her household and didn't ask for nothing in return. Must be nice having someone who sticks around when the rough times get thick. Rough times get thick. Someone whose smile is bright enough to make the projects feel like a mansion. Okay? Yeah. I'm just gonna get real personal with this. Because Holy Spirit is bringing it back to me because I did say it. I had already pre-recorded this video. But like I said, he told me to wait. So I'm just re-recording it. So, when I was staying with my spouse, he slept on a mattress. And most people were like, oh my God, like, ain't no bed frame, ain't no da-da-da-da. I did not mind. Because I love him that much. Like, the love of God is truly in me for that man. Babe, if you see this, love you. But, like, that did not matter to me. Other people, like, oh my, that's a mattress. Like, ain't nothing else. Like, it don't matter. And even when I was with him, he worked hard. It was me and him, and I never went without food. Clothes was washed. Like, and it's funny now I think about it because God had us in a place where what we're about to walk into, we already experienced. I was keeping house, like. I was making sure the room was clean, laundry was done, make sure his stuff was done. Like, if he needed to go somewhere at a certain time, I'm waking him up in the morning, like, things like that. And he went to go work for money to provide. Like, that's... But anyways, let's back to this. Must be nice having someone who loves you despite your faults. Y'all, I know we've all been through it personally. It's so amazing when, first of all, God loves you despite what you do. Despite what we do, he loves us anyway. But to put that same love in a person, to where, yes, you may mess up, you may make mistakes, but when it's real godly love, they love you anyway. Whether you forgot to put the toilet seat down, you forgot to take the trash out, and even things like cheating. People don't think you can come back from that, but truly you can. Like, truly, you can come back from it. If it's God, promise you you can come back from it. Must be nice having someone who talks the talk but also walks the walk. Proverbs 31 woman, okay, she's holding it down. She's saying, yeah, I can do these things, and she's showing it, and her work is speaking for herself. She's very humble, very graceful, okay? Her husband praised her, as did her kids, for her work. Must be nice having someone who understands that a thug has feelings too. Just because a dude act hard does not mean he does not have no feelings. They be the ones who be emotional. Let's not act like they don't, because they do. Someone who loves you for sure. You just remember to never let them go. And even through the separations, y'all, we have to get right. Get it right, get it tight. Because even when your hustling days are gone, she'll be by her side, still holding on. Even when those 20s stop spinning, and all this gold digging woman disappears, she'll still be there. Even after this transformation, this godly transformation, when all the people who was there and never was in the world acting fool leave, we're still gonna be here standing because that's where God told us to stand. And if you in it to be in it, you know you standing for a purpose. Not just even him, but for people connected to him, people connected to you, people to come after y'all, you know you standing. And I was like, Lord, you just really be talking through music. Like, I can't make this up. These are songs I ain't never listened to before. I don't listen to since childhood. Like, okay, Lord. Next is Hypothetically. Now, this song, I heard it, never really gave it attention again. I was a kid. I will say with this word, please watch the video. Like, the video was so beautiful, I almost started crying. I know it was nothing but God. Basically, the couple had been through some things, and they both had confessions on either side coming out. The wife and the husband had confessions coming out, and they was finna split. And in the video, it was the angel's job, who was Fantasia and Lyfe. They were the angels singing from each perspective. They had to keep the people together, and it was beautiful. That's all I'm gonna say about this one. Go watch it. Go watch the video because I was floored. I was like, God, oh my goodness. Lyfe, Jennings, Never Neverland. Yeah, I was kind of floored when I heard this, but I was like, okay, Lord, hold on, let's get into it. Excuse me. So, it says, it feels like something's missing, but I just don't know. It's like I'm not the same man I was no more. And all these crazy places that I usually know are just not as exciting as they were before. And y'all know that's, when a man grow up, not even just a man, but we grow up, period, or when we come, even better than that, when we come to Christ and really surrender, give Him our lives, the same places in the world that used to feed our flesh and used to keep us in that space no longer have no effect on us. It no longer holds no weight. And these thuggish, ruggish men, our men's, going through the same thing. Like, the party and being a playboy, all that extra was a part of that lifestyle. Now that they're coming in, it ain't even the same thing no more. I think about you constantly. It surprises me how I change. My friends are coming down on me, saying a player never changes the game. And I know they're having people in their ear. Oh, bro, you were sim, you were sim, you were sim. Oh, bro, no. Again, but God. They're thinking like, dang, I love this girl. I really do love her. And they really go through like transformations. Now that don't mean they're not thuggish ruggish, but they just thuggish ruggish for the Lord. You feel me? But those fellows live in Never Neverland, right next to Peter Pan, because nobody wants to grow old. And it's funny because that's the words that he gave me. He made me think about Peter Pan, and then he brought the song to my mind. I was like, I'm gonna go look up these lyrics, like, because it's like when you are on the path of transformation, godly transformation, and you have people who aren't, they back there, like you said, Neverland, they don't want to grow up. But when you get on that right path, you're going to have to push forward because you got to grow up. You can't be in the same spot. Like, that's one thing I love about God is that He loved me enough, from my perspective, to change me from how I was. If that's not an amazing Father in heaven, I don't know what. He says it feels like something's moving inside of me. My heart is doing backflips in spite of me. And there's no place I would rather be than with you and my kids, my family. You're gonna be my wife eventually. It don't matter what my friends say to me. There's no changing my mind, so you all just pray for me. No matter what it look like, they want to be husbands. They want to have a wife. They want to have kids. They want to have the picket fence. Even if it don't look like it, they do. They want that. And even when it comes to family and everything else, that don't matter. That don't hold no weight. He's saying just keep praying. Keep praying for your spouse. Keep praying. Prayer works. I promise y'all, I'm living testimonies to the. Look, listen. There's been times I done prayed for this man, and God just He did more than what I could have asked. Okay, like, and again, not saying I didn't love my spouse before, but I don't want him to go to hell. I don't want him to go through that. Like, I really don't. And like I said, last 2 years, baby, at the floor, intercession for him, intercession, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say, interceding on his behalf. Keep praying for your spouse. Keep standing because prayer works. When the enemy fights you, it's because your prayer working. Keep fighting. Keep warring in the spirit for that man. The people connect to him. People connect to you because it's all important. He said, "Hold up, wait a minute. I'm a hustler. Don't be putting my woman in it. She ain't got nothing to do with this BS. She's a deacon. She chills in the pulpit." Now that I chuckled at that, but it's right. These men are hustlers. They are natural born. God naturally made them providers, hustlers, workers. They don't mind working. I don't know about y'all's. Mine don't mind working. Praise the Lord. Um, don't be put my woman in this mess. This mess. They know to keep that and you separate. When they're in the world, they know to keep that and you separate. They know to keep you and work separate. She ain't got nothing to do with this BS. She's a deacon. She chills in the pulpit. I was like, Lord. Okay, listen. But it's that certain contrast with the gangster versus the church girl, which I don't like that title, but y'all get the point. Like, it's like they shouldn't go together, but they do. Opposites attract. And then he was like, I don't even need to say more. Man, you ain't got the disease, but you expect the cure. Down on your knees praying for that new Porsche while she's walking out that door. And this man out here who forfeited their wives, their blessings because they too busy in the streets, in the world. It's the truth. Like, you too busy worried about that Porsche, you done lost this whole blessing from God. That's on them, and nothing we can do about it. It's kind of one of those, as sad as it is to say, it is what it is. Now these next songs, I might just name them off, but I might go into, I don't want this to be too long, it's already almost 30 minutes, so I might just kind of go through, the names of them and just put them down in the comments. Okay, now this song God was really speaking. The song is, where the paper at? Sorry, y'all. I had a lot of notes with this. The song is Like I Want You by GIVEon. And what first that got to me was his name, which has the name Give in it. And so God said, open your heart and give them a chance. Whoever this is for, open your heart and give them a chance. So the lyrics for this go, sometimes I wish you knew, but I disguise the truth. I say I'm happy, but I'm still stuck on us. Does your mind play this game too? Think about me and you. I guess I'll pretend until it all makes sense. See you face to face. I'm thinking about the days we used to be, but I can't make it scene. But I can't make it scene. See you face to face. I'm thinking about the days we used to be, but I can't make it scene. But I can't make it seem like I want you, even if it's true. We know Pride can be a thing. It shouldn't be a thing, but it's a thing. Pride can be a thing. And in this, they want to know, do you want me like I want you? It's really giving Do You by Neo. Thank you, Holy Spirit, for that. Like, do you think about me? Now, in that song, you said her, that song, but like, that first line in that song, like, do you still think about me? Right? Like, it says, I guess it's overdue. Tell me your point of view. Like I said, conversation that gotta be had. A table set for two. You got me waiting, but you ain't coming through. Try to stay patient, but gotta face the truth. And I read that, and God was like, open your heart and give them a chance. Be vulnerable. These are our spouses, not just random people. These are spouses. Okay. Yes, they know they can come back. But sometimes we think people know something and they need to hear it from us. That you know what I'm saying? Now I'm not saying actually hear it, but when God does bring y'all back, like be open and vulnerable. Like don't just go into this, feel some type of way, whatever. Like really be prayerful and meaningful and intentional about them coming back. Don't be like, yep, and don't be the prodigal's brother, okay? Prodigal son, Luke chapter 15. I don't know what verse it is, but it's in there. Yeah. These next songs, I'm just kind of name them off. I'm putting them in the comments as usual. But yeah, y'all. Like I said, it was really given like that thuggish ruggish type, like Nipsey Hussle, Lauren London. Let me tell you, y'all already know they was like this by each other. They was like this, right? He was a hard worker. Not saying she wasn't too. She was doing her own thing, but it was that balance. He was the thuggish ruggish. She was that pretty girl, and is. May he rest in peace. But like Beauty and the Beast, the movie I'm in Love with a Church Girl with Ja Rule and Adrian Bailon. And he even had me think about the movie Baby Boy. And even though so much happened in that movie, like they went through a lot. They went through a lot. They both was with counterfeits, people's outside opinions. They went through a whole lot. But at the end of the day, they overcame all of that and was together. That's some golly unions for you. Y'all can overcome anything. I was thinking about it like people really be all up in the media. Like y'all be wondering why stuff don't work out. Keep people out the business. These is kingdom marriages, not between you, your spouse, your grandma, your mama, your auntie, and them. Nope. You, your spouse, and God. Well, really, God, you, your spouse. But for me personally, I'm not gonna lie. I already have had to get into the habit. Before, I run my sister told them everything. But now I got to a point where found someone saying being quiet because it's not everybody's business. But that's all I have for right now. I wasn't getting to the other songs. I'm just putting them in the comments though. But I honestly hope, I pray that this makes sense. I hope that whoever this is for. Like I said, y'all, don't let nobody be out here trying to make you feel like your union is less than or God's not in it because of appearances. Because that's a straight lie. God done searched his heart and your heart and brought y'all together for the first time or brought y'all back together. Okay? But I love y'all. That's all I have for this word. Peace.